Welcome to Big Vile Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vile Opinion Platform.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't gonna do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here, lifetime, as far as quick on lifetime, as far as lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forth for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
Nobody's garbage.
Yo. Welcome to the Big Vile Opinion Show. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a blessed Friday out there. But what did Mike say? What did Mike say? Mike told us they don't really care about us. Mike told us they don't really care about us.
He say, shoot me, sue me. You would never use me. I hope everybody's having a good Friday out there, man. Yes. Today is going to be a good live. Today is going to be a good live. Yes, Ruby. I got something for that too. But man, look what Mike say. Hold on, let me hear what Mike said one more time. What Mike said one more time. Yeah. The government. Mike say if Roosevelt was living, he wouldn't be letting this shit go on. Man, shout out to Mike. One time for Mike because they don't really care about us. But yeah, man. Today, man, we got Dr. Umar, man. Dr. Umar chiming in on what's going on, with the R.Kelly situation in the industry. We got Kim Foxx versus the Bonjean Law Group, man. Kim Foxx is trying to take a shot at bonjean Law Group. You feel me? Uncle Ray, Crystal, what's up? D-Maps, Cynthia, what's going on? V White, what's going on? Ruby, what's up? I seen Renee, what's going on? Adam, what's going on? Miss Lady T, what's up? Miss Creepy T, Julia, what's going on? Elsa, A-Child, what's going on? Man, come on in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. If you haven't already done so, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vi is going live. Because guess what? Your boy Big Vi keep it real. I mean, real, how real, so real that real is the only thing y'all gonna get when you come over here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that back and forth. Ain't got time to be trying to debunk this, debunk that, this person, that person. Nah, that ain't what it's about over on Big Vi Opinion platform. We gonna come with the truth, not the juice, as black CEOs say. But yeah, man, I hope everybody having a good Friday, man. Free Kels till we see Kels, man. We gonna put this thing down today in a major way. But yes, I think we got that. So I said we got Dr. Umar. We got the Kim Foxx seek to deny Roosevelt was a guy who was found innocent by Jennifer Bonjean Law Group. The court dismissed his case. He was falsely convicted. The courts dismissed his case and everything. But Kim Foxx, for some apparent reason, feel as though she want to deny this man his letter so that he could sue the state of Illinois. Michael Jackson. Dr. Umar is going to make a reference about something about Michael Jackson that you hardly ever hear people talk about. So we're going to look into that a little bit as well. So make sure y'all get in. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that share button, letting your people know. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, tell your auntie, your sister, your brother. I mean, even those older people that don't know how to work their phone that good, you know what I'm saying? Tell them, grandma, uncle, let me see your phone, auntie, let me see your phone so I can put you on that Big Vi Opinion. And they'll be like, yeah, that boy sound like he know what he talking about. What up, Unc? How's it going on this Friday? I know you're off today, so what's going on? Checking on in.
doing research and just enjoying it, enjoying it, and you had me cracking up. Big Vi, aka Big Country.
Big country, most definitely.
Blessing to everybody in the chat, every single gentleman and ladies that's in the chat. Grace, peace, and joy, and God's blessing to every household that's in the chat. Blessing to you this evening. I yield back, nephew. I'm just waiting to jump in when you tag me.
You see, I'm eating this pickle right now. It's a kosher, good pickle,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Good
Oh,
pickle.
okay. Yeah, I don't really care for pick. Yeah,
I don't care for them, but when I go get my walk in,
yeah, they mess
when
my
I get
stuff.
my walk in, that pickle is good for cramps and shit like that.
Well, I use turmeric for that, nephew. You know, if you
Yeah.
got inflammation and what I mean, that's the only thing that really that we got to work on with our diet to eliminate anything that creates mucus and anything that creates inflammation in our body. Those are the two elements really that plague us to get us sick. And thirdly, the things that will keep your immune system strong. So if you can avoid those things that tear that down and get re-educate yourself to that, then we can live a little bit more better. So I yield back.
All right, man. We got 48 people in here. Let me see what the lights look like. And shout out to everybody that's out here on these YouTube streets that's putting in the work, man. I can't say it enough. Shout out to everybody that's putting in the work. That's putting in the work, man. I really gotta take my hats off to y'all that's out here putting in the work. I said I was gonna check, because I know this thing don't say 12. You know what I'm saying? So we got 50 people in here with 29 likes. And out of them 29 likes, one of them is mine. So we got 30 now. So we got 29 likes. Come on in, y'all, so we get this show on the road. Let's get this thing going. Yeah, man. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got shit to do. So I'm gonna bring y'all this news. They say they got y'all on tape still in boxes at work.
Me on, man. I know you ain't go out like that. No, they ain't got me on face. They say they did, man. Fired me on the spot, man. I'm gonna kick you out again.
Right. Okay.
Classic, nephew.
Classic, man. Classic, man.
We got to do our own thing, man. We got our own way. Everybody else doing it. We got to start making our own way, man. We got to reestablish our own way. Man. Get the Black Wall Street back. For real.
Say, we kept running the tape back. Kind of looked like y'all head.
Right.
I seen y'all in them other chats over there. I kept on rewinding the lives back. Kind of looked like y'all tags in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Uncle Ray say he turning some wrenches, but he got his light up. All right, that's what's up, Uncle Ray. All right, we got 55 people here. We finna get this show on the road. Man, this is Dr. Umar, and he's talking about the industry, and he's gonna talk about a lot of artists. In particular, we talk about R.Kelly, we talk about Michael Jackson, we talk about Whitney Houston. And man, we just gonna give a listen to Dr. Umar's take on the industry and how they work. And this also helps me understand that, it's these people out here see what's going on. These people out here see what's going on. But I'm gonna let Dr. Umar explain it. So let's get this thing on the road, man. Shout out to DJ UTV. DJ UTV. Shout out to DJ UTV. Let's take a listen.
In our community.
They put sexually transmitted diseases in our.
Yes, which we even had before that because they started.
DJ, you go crazy. So they put crack cocaine in our community. They put sexually transmitted diseases in our.
Yes, which we even had before that because they started giving us STDs during slavery. Because remember, according to their scientists, many of the STDs that black people got were foreign to us in Africa. Gonorrhea, chlamydia was unknown on the African continent. Those are European diseases. And how did we get them? Because they raped our mothers, raped our fathers, raped our daughters. You see, remember now, during slavery, it was very common to catch a slave master 40, 50 years old in the bed with a 7-year-old black girl raping her. Oh, pedophilia and slavery went hand in hand. And that's why there's a movement in America right now to legalize pedophilia. The age of sexual consent is 16. They want to take it down to 14. Some people want to take it down to 12. And there was just a body from the United Nations that came out with a statement a couple months ago. I read it when I was speaking in Barbados this past spring, that they said people should not be charged with a crime for having sex with minors if the minors give their consent. Can I ask you a question? How can my 12-year-old daughter give her consent to have sex with a 40-year-old man? You see that? How can your 8-year-old son consent to having gay sex with a 50, 60-year-old man? The reason why the pedophile movement is trying to normalize sex with children is many of the world's leading pedophiles are multi-billionaires who can't afford to go to jail. This is why Epstein had to be murdered. Jerry Epstein wasn't the only one. He's just one of the organizers. You understand? Bill Clinton was on that plane with Epstein. Donald Trump was on that plane with Epstein. Hillary was on that plane with Epstein. I think Bill Gates was on that plane with Epstein. You know why Epstein was murdered? They said it was a suicide. They killed him. He said, I'm not going down by myself. When he said that, they had to kill him because he would have started naming names. I believe Barack and Michelle was on the Epstein plane. You feel me? So pedophilia is not about one person. It's about a movement. And unfortunately, they used R.Kelly as a scapegoat to deflect from.
Now, y'all pay attention now. Make sure y'all listening to what Dr. Umar is saying. And hold on right quick. Hold on just a second before we go any further. Just a second. Hold on before we go any further. I gotta put something up. What you think so far? What you think so far while I put this up? Make sure y'all chat, and everybody in the chat, make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all hitting that share button. All my moderators, make sure y'all greeting everybody as they come in. If I'm not able to see their names in the chat, make sure y'all also, moderators, if y'all can help me by reminding people to hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel, and also, moderators, can y'all put the ways to donate to the channel in the chat as well? What you think so far about the things that he said? Haven't we talked about? I've said this on this channel on countless occasions about what used to go on back in the day, and now in the present time, they're trying to take what they done to us and make us the face of it.
Yeah, I need everybody to understand, and I yield back real quick. There's always a greater power working behind the scenes, and I'll just let that stay right there. He's saying some interesting points. He's hitting on some, interesting topics. So we're just gonna hit a Westy where his headspace is at with it, and where his focus is, and what he's trying to conclude with it. But I'll just say it again. There's always a greater power. And I emphasize greater power. This whole central theme of what nephew's going to talk. And mind you, me and nephew have not even talked before this live. So this is how organic this is going to be. Me and nephew hasn't said anything about this live. I have no clue of the direction he wants to go other than look at what the title is. But I want you to hear me when I say this today. I'm going to teach today. There is a greater power always working in the four corners of this globe. And I'll let that breathe and elaborate on that later. I'll get back to you, nephew.
And I wanted to put this copyright disclaimer up here, this fair right use disclaimer. And all the words that are being spoken by Dr. Umar is 100% owned by Dr. Umar, 100% Dr. Umar's views on things, and Big Val Opinion is going to reserve his comments until Dr. Umar is done. So, all right, now we got the copyright disclaimer out the way. I'm glad I was able to add that. There's something that I forgot to upload as well. So that is out the way. Let's get back started with this thing.
Why Epstein was murdered, they said it was a suicide. They killed him. He said, I'm not going down by myself. When he said that, they had to kill him because he would start naming names. I believe Barack and Michelle was on the Epstein plane. You feel me? So pedophilia is not about one person. It's about a movement. And unfortunately, they used R.Kelly as a scapegoat to deflect from the white-owned, white-controlled, white-led, white-financed pedophile movement. Don't get me wrong. If R.Kelly is having sex with underage children, he should be held accountable for that. But that's not why R.Kelly went to jail. R.Kelly went to jail because a certain music company was stealing R.Kelly's music, didn't want to pay for it, so they had to bankrupt him through lawyer fees by charging him with the sexual exploitation of the children. Same thing with Bill.
I told y'all.
Did y'all hear that?
Dr. Umar was gonna drop that juice.
Ooh-wee.
Dr. Umar was gonna speak that truth.
Ooh-wee.
Dr. Umar was gonna tell y'all what's really going on. Why these people really coming after these people like R. Kelly and the Michael Jacksons and the Whitney Houstons. Dr. Umar, like I say, Dr. Umar speak his own. These are his views. Do I agree with everything? Probably not. But this one right here.
Probably. Yeah. Right.
What they say,
right.
This shit right here.
There you go. Yeah, I concur 100% with what you said, nephew. I concur 100%. You said it earlier, and I yield back to you, nephew. You said it earlier.
Right
and it's like, you said it earlier, and it's like, he overachieved. I never really fully got me, just personally. I don't know how everybody in the chat headspace was when nephew kept reiterating that, you know what I mean, mentioning that. Kel's overachieved, and you can apply this to any other artist or any other person doing their craft. But I'm like, what? Until I listened to the full video on Uncle Luke, but what's this is that King's TV something forgotten Kings with a Z on the end, Forgotten Kings TV. I seen a whole full clip of the other one that was showing. It gave more content to it. When I listened to that, nephew, I got the whole scope. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. And Pop allude to this constantly. And we'll talk about that later. People need to go listen to that Uncle Luke. When he start talking about the system and how it's ran, a lot of stuff we looking at these artists, and the artists have a decision that they make, and they got to suffer or deal with the consequences and repercussions, whether right or wrong, that they may have not known up ahead. But remember what I said a moment ago. There's always a greater force that's working behind the scenes. All right, I yield back. Greater power, I said. Yep, I yield back.
If R. Kelly is having sex, he used R. Kelly as a Epstein plane. You feel me? So pedophilia is not about one person. It's about a movement. And unfortunately, they used R. Kelly as a scapegoat to deflect from the white-owned, white-controlled, white-led, white-financed pedophile movement. Don't get me wrong. If R. Kelly is having sex with underage children, he should be held accountable for that. But that's not why R. Kelly went to jail. R. Kelly went to jail because a certain music company was stealing R.Kelly's music, didn't want to pay for it, so they had to bankrupt him through lawyer fees by charging him with the sexual exploitation of the children. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby didn't go to jail for harassing white women. Bill Cosby went to jail because him and Camille Cosby owned a home in Massachusetts that got oil underneath of it, and the second richest oil company in the world wanted to drill under the home.
Dr. Umar exposing it. And you know what?
Wow.
And you know what? Bill Cosby, he buried his son on the property so that they could never buy it.
Right. Woo! Nephew. Oh man, the grill getting hot already. The smoke is coming. Woo.
They
What?
wanted Bill Cosby's property.
Yep. Yep. It's always a greater power. Just told you that. Me and nephew has not talked before this live. I promise you that.
Once
I hope
Bill
y'all
buried his son on that damn property, they knew that they couldn't do nothing with that shit no more. It was over with.
Yeah.
The same shit that Trump did with that damn golf course.
Right. Wow.
So this shit is way bigger, way greater than than what the media is even perpetuating. This is why it's so important for our people to come together. This is why it's important for our people to reserve judgment when it comes to the allegations against our people like the R.Kellys, the Bill Cosbys, and Michael Jacksons, and others of this world. Yeah. Because it's a greater plan. Yeah. When our people come out attacking each other, that is the design. That is what they expect.
Yep. Yep. Keep you distracted. While the puppets master do their thing. Yep. Yeah.
In the laws, the music law, the music industry, the new music industry laws changed in 2013. Ada, we got videos of that, of them talking about the music industry and the music, the record labels having to get the artists back their masters, after 30 years, and different things like that. We talked about that a while ago, but I'm not taking credit from nothing this brother Dr. Umar is saying at this point, because everything he's saying, it has validity to it.
Mm-hmm.
It has validity to it. And I got the video. I think I probably have to re-upload the video about the music industry and when they changed the laws for the artists to get their masters back. Now, this is why you starting to see artists go to jail or come up unalive, because the companies don't want to get their masters back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's go.
R.Kelly's music, didn't want to pay for it, so they had to bankrupt him through lawyer fees by charging him with the sexual exploitation of the children. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby didn't go to jail for harassing white women. Bill Cosby went to jail because him and Camille Cosby owned a home in Massachusetts that got oil underneath of it, and the second richest oil company in the world wanted to drill under the home, and Bill Cosby and Camille organized their neighbors to resist the oil company drilling. Right after that, all these ugly white women come up from 40 years ago, talk about Bill Cosby molested me back in the 1970s and the 1980s. What white women get sexually harassed by the #1 television star at the time? Remember, Bill Cosby opened the door for Richard Pryor. There would have been no Richard Pryor without Bill Cosby from North Philly. And Richard Pryor is the greatest comedian of all time, by the way. But Bill Cosby opened the door for him. He's the #1 black man on TV, the first black actor to get his own series on nationwide TV, and you don't call the police on him? You don't tell a soul. You
This is what we say. When R.Kelly say, use your common sense, you mean a white woman back in those times?
Yep.
Wouldn't go to the police when the police is still in favor of those women to this day?
Yeah. Yeah.
You talking about in the 70s, a black man committing a crime against a white woman and her not going to the police in the 70s? We got to make this shit make sense. We talking about 70s, 80s, 90s. We talking about a black man taking advantage of a white woman in America and her not going to the police. Man, Dr. Umar ain't smoking. He blowing good dope.
black man on TV, the first black actor without Bill Cosby from North Philly. And Richard Pryor is the greatest comedian of all time, by the way. But Bill Cosby opened the door for him. He's the #1 black man on TV, the first black actor to get his own series on nationwide TV. And you don't call the police on him. You don't tell a soul. You wait 40 years until you old and nasty looking and say this man harassed you. Bull crap. They got them women together to do that in order to bankrupt him so he could sell that house and the oil company could get their drilling. None of these people are going to jail for that. Michael Jackson, when he got accused of the pedophilia, and by the way, the white boy he allegedly molested, he was on Vlad. He said his parents made it up. He just recently did the white boy who Michael Jackson allegedly assaulted. What he got to lie for? Ain't no money in it. He said, my mother and father made that up and made me do it for money. He said it. So why did they come out against Michael Jackson with the false pedophile accusation? Because Michael Jackson was about to buy Marvel Comics. You didn't hear what I just said. Michael Jackson, who already owns the Beatles catalog, half of Elvis catalog, half of Sony Records, is about to buy Marvel Comics. You think Wakanda was something? No money in it. He said, my mother and father made that up and made me do it for money. He said it. So why did they come out against Michael Jackson with the false pedophile accusation? Because Michael Jackson was about to buy Marvel Comics. You didn't hear what I just said. Michael Jackson, who already owns the Beatles catalog, half of Elvis catalog, half of Sony Records, is about to buy Marvel Comics. You think Wakanda was something? Imagine if that was Michael Jackson on Wakanda. It would have been off the hook. So they hit Mike with the pedophile.
Nah, boy.
Man, it's smoking this.
What is he talking about? Is he talking the truth, Big Five? Was Michael Jackson really about to buy Marvel Comics?
Yes, he was. We need you, J-Rock. Where you at, J-Rock? It's smoking. It's smoking.
Hey, look here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that share button because I'm bringing the goddamn receipts. I'm bringing the goddamn receipts with me. Like Dion said when he got to Colorado, I got my luggage and it's Louis. I'm coming with the goddamn receipts. Man, look, Michael Jackson, the undisputed king of pop, yearned to appear in Spider-Man and X-Men 5. Jackson was dubbed in real life Peter Pan because he appeared to be locked in his boyhood for the majority of his life. Amusement rides in petting zoo, and life-size statues of Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and Superman dotted his Neverland Ranch. But his obsession with superheroes did not end with giant sculptures in his mansion. He wanted to be one himself. It says, Michael Jackson attempted to buy Marvel Comics in the late 1990s so that he could rebuild Spider-Man in his own image. When Marvel announced it was going bankrupt, the star had an idea. Michael Jackson revealed that he had planned to portray Spider-Man. Many fans and production executives were amended that he not be casted in the role later on. Tobey Maguire was casted in a remake of the Spider-Man movie several years later. And the reason why they didn't want him in it is because they came out with these fucking allegations about Michael Jackson dealing with young boys. So the powers to be purposely came out with these rumors against Michael Jackson to prevent him from buying Marvels and creating his own Marvel comics. This shit they do is all a fucking game, bro. It's all a setup.
It's a monopoly game that they've been working for decades, centuries. It never changed up.
This is what they do. And they put out these rumors, and guess who carry these type of rumors throughout the black community? Black people. Our own people. Take these rumors that they put out on people like Michael Jackson, people like R.Kelly, people like even Sam Cooks and Otis Red, all of these people before now. Oh, they was dope fiends. Oh, they was drug addicts. Oh, they was, and we just let that be okay with these people mysteriously coming up dead. When are we going to start questioning this shit for more than what the people are telling us? I asked the question a while ago with R.Kelly, who got the most to gain? With any of our black people, our black celebrities, icons, mysteriously being taken out the way that they being taken out, who has the most to gain? Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Uncle Ray. Exactly, Uncle Ray. And you mean to tell me a black man took advantage of a white woman in the 60s, in the 70s, the 80s? Shit, still to this day. Black men scared to goddamn touch white women. What up, Lexington? Right. And that's the thing. Michael and R.Kelly was never charged with pedophilia, and the accusers was exposed in the trial. And that's the problem. They were never charged with it, but that is what the mainstream media narrative push. We know that they wasn't charged with pedophilia, but what would the mainstream media push? Underage girls, little boys. That's what the mainstream media push. Now, us, people like us, we come out and we do research and we talk about this stuff. We look at it from an objective viewpoint, and we give these people like Michael Jackson's and the R. Kellys and the other people, we give them a chance. But you got a lot of people, as soon as they hear something about these people, they run with it for facts.
Yeah.
Made it up. He just recently did the white boy who Michael Jackson allegedly assaulted. What he got to lie for? Ain't no money in it. He said, my mother and father made that up and made me do it for money. He said it. So why did they come out against Michael Jackson?
And one of the boys killed himself because of this shit. Said he couldn't live with the fact that what his parents put him up to do.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Because Michael Jackson was about to buy Marvel Comics. You didn't hear what I just said. Michael Jackson, who already owns the Beatles catalog, half of Elvis catalog, half of Sony Records, is about to buy Marvel Comics.
Did you hear the type of power that Michael Jackson had? Did y'all just hear the power and leverage that Michael Jackson had? This is what you call power. This is what power looks like. This is what leverage looked like. And Michael Jackson had that over the record label.
You didn't hear what I just said. Michael Jackson, who already owns the Beatles catalog, half of Elvis catalog.
You mean to tell me a black man owned the Beatles, half of Elvis,
half of Sony Records,
half of Sony Records? A black man? Are you serious?
They'll take your life before they let that happen.
Now you finna buy Marvels?
Yep.
About to buy Marvel Comics. You think Wakanda was something? Imagine if that was Michael Jackson on Wakanda. It would have been off the hook. So they hit Mike with the pedophile rumors to force him out of the bidding, because as you know, Marvel Comics, that's children. So if you're having sex with kids, you ain't got no business bidding on children's magazines. That was the propaganda to sabotage Mike from getting Marvel Comics. It's never what you see. It's never what you see. They murdered Whitney Houston because Whitney Houston was going to order.
Hashtag. I want everybody in the chat, can you hashtag it's never what you see? Hashtag it's never what you see. It's never what you see.
Remember what I said earlier when I came on? It's always a greater power behind the scenes working. And again, me and nephew did not talk before this live. Please hear us today in your heart, not just with your ear gate. And you're back.
You talk about a black man owning the Beatles catalog, half of Elvis catalog, 51% of Sony, then you finna buy Marvels, nigga, you out your mind. How dare you?
That nephew took my word. I said I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I came up with that some years ago, and that was my phrase, how dare you? And it was in that particular vein. They asked Pop, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or so? He said, me God willing and me living. He talking about sitting across the table for the candidates. He was gravitating Snoop Dogg fan base. He was gravitating MC Hammer fan base, Tret's fan base, his fan base, and a couple of others to form a political power. Let me say it again, to form a political power. And in that process, he got appointed unanimously new African Black Panther chairman. You hear that? Forget the movies and the rap music. Those individuals sitting in high places, looking at his name and watching this kid get to the age he got to, 17, young, 10, 11, 12, all the way up 17, 21. Ooh, you're trying to create a political party in the revolution of, oh no. We need to plant somebody in his inner circle. Hey, don't he smoke weed? Don't he talk about in his lyrics weed? Don't he hang out in clubs? Don't he listen? Yeah, plant somebody. Let's go talk to his manager. We gonna warn him. Let's see if we can reason with him. Okay. Oh, he going straight left. He's not paying attention. Okay. Quad Studio. Let's send him a message. Oh, I yield back, nephew. I feel it today. I yield back.
And we got 65 likes, man. We got 104 people in here with 65 likes, man. Can y'all please help me out by hitting that like button? It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to hit the like button. We got 65 people, 65 likes with 106 people in the chat. Come on, man. That like button is free. The like button is free. Let's go, man. Let Dr. Umar do his thing, man.
It's never what you see. It's never what you see. They murdered Whitney Houston because Whitney Houston was going to order an audit on her royalties, or audit on her publishing. Oh, yes. And Whitney Houston wanted her masters back. You think he was going to give her masters back? So you die in the same hotel that the owner of your record label is having a pre-Grammys party, and he don't cancel the party? This is your #1 selling artist of all time.
Listen to this shit, man. Listen to this shit. You having a pre-Grammys party in the same hotel the same day that your #1 selling artist was found unalive, and you still went on with the party. Man.
Yep.
Same hotel. Going to order an audit on her royalties, or audit on her publishing. It's bidding on children's magazines. That was the propaganda to sabotage Mike from getting Marvel Comics. It's never what you see. It's never what you see. They murdered Whitney Houston because Whitney Houston was going to order an audit on her royalties, or audit on her publishing. Oh, yes. And Whitney Houston wanted her masters back. You think he was going to give her masters back? Nope. So you die in the same hotel that the owner of your record label is having a pre-Grammys party, and he don't cancel the party? This is your #1 selling artist of all time. Whitney Houston was the #1 selling artist of all time, female, until Mariah passed her. But guess what? Whitney Houston is still the only Black artist in history to be certified diamond 3 times. Not even Michael Jackson was certified diamond 3 times. I Will Always Love You is the #1 selling female song in history. Whitney's version, not the original. And you broke? Oh, Whitney said, I can't possibly be broke. You got to look at my royalties. Open up the books. Somebody couldn't allow that to happen. That's why he had her killed.
Sound like R.Kelly, though.
And Tupac.
When them artists say we need to look at the books, boy, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
When them artists talking about opening up the books, hold on. We can't let you see.
There you go.
Let you see that a 12 play with Diamond.
Half of my company.
We can't let you see. These platinum albums. We can't let you see the revenue that you grossed since being on this label.
Yeah. Now you see why, nephew, these particular individuals put all of this money behind these candidates to become a senator. So we need to come at you. We get that senator a call.
And Clive Davis. Who else have ties to Clive Davis that's going who's under fire right now?
Yeah, he did it.
Who else is Clive Davis tied to that is under fire right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it the industry trying to protect Clive Davis, or is it that these artists are doing the things that they are being alleged of?
Will Always Love You is the #1 selling female song in history. Whitney's version, not the original. And you broke? Oh, Whitney said, I can't possibly be broke. We got to look at my royalties. Open up the books. Somebody couldn't allow that to happen. And that's why he had her killed before her pre-Grammys party and still had the party. Because that was a ritual sacrifice for going against the white power structure. That's the Hollywood Hilton. You don't think it's cameras on every floor?
Yeah,
You don't think it's cameras on every floor in the Hollywood Hilton?
come on now.
Why the hell we ain't see the footage of who went in Whitney's room? It's on the damn camera. It's on the camera. They're not going to.
Ooh, man.
When you
Wow.
say they got cameras everywhere,
Man, he tossing a
but
lot
we
of
don't
grenades.
know who went into Whitney's room. No footage. What's up, Hammer Time? What's up, Stephanie? Man, look here.
I'll show you that because the white power structure killed Whitney. And that's why none of these rappers don't speak up about nothing serious going on in the
This is what y'all need to hear. Now, this right here is important to hear. I need y'all to make sure y'all got y'all ears on and y'all eyes open. Listen to, he's telling us. He's giving y'all the game. When we sit here and we ask questions, why none of these people spoke up for R.Kelly? Why none of these people spoke up for certain artists and certain things that went on? Where are all these black artists and celebrities at when the black people are going through the shit that they go through? Because when you see what happened to R.Kelly, when you see what's happening to a Bill Cosby, when you see what happened to a goddamn Michael Jackson, you seeing what happened to a Prince, this is how they instill fear. It ain't nothing but the old lynching from back in the day.
Yep.
When they would bring when a slave would try to escape, and they will bring him back to right in front of his family and hang him from a tree, castrate him, cut his balls off.
Yep.
When a slave owner would bring a black man right in front of his family, and they call it buck breaking.
Yep. Yep. It's still going on. It's still going on, nephew.
Every celebrity that they take down is a sign.
Yep. Yep.
To don't get out of line.
Yep. It's a reminder. It's a reminder. Yep. It's a reminder. We got to remember it's always a power force working behind the scenes that's deeper than what you see. And it's tied to deep, deep politicians that's been appointed, that's been paid for, judges. We saw it in the New York trial. That's why I make that comment the way I did in the last 24-hour live. I know what I'm talking about. These people are put in position. And that's why I say it's important for us to have this weekend and say, if we all come together for one purpose and goal, look at the power structure and the unity we got. But they got us so distracted with the foolery and get you to sell out and do all of these things, hating on all. It's the same method on the plantation. It's the same method. Not understanding, forget all that foolishness. This for a greater cause. That's how they can continue to do their bidding. Our worst enemy in our culture is ourselves.
Hold on. Man, we only got 80 likes. We got 80 likes, man. We got 80 likes. I need to get at least 100. We got 100 people in here. We can get at least 100 likes. We got 100 people watching, 105 people watching. We only got 80 likes. I know we can get 100 likes. I know we can get 100 likes. Or is it, I mean, if we can't get 100 likes, that's a problem.
Hitting that like button, you all, is like.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
And
Man, hit that like button if y'all care about me. Let these people know when they coming on Big Vibe Opinion platform that my chat mess with me the long way. My chat mess with me the long way. I don't know about everybody else. You know. I don't know about everybody else, man. We at 85 likes, man. We at 85 likes. Man, this stuff is getting good.
Hollywood Hilton. Why the hell we ain't see the footage of who went in Whitney's room? It's on the damn camera. It's on the camera. They're not going to show you that because the white power structure killed Whitney. And that's why none of these rappers don't speak up about nothing serious going on in the black community because they know how the game works. You go against the power structure, we will get you involved in a ritualistic sacrifice. White supremacy and demonology go hand in hand. And that's why they need these children to sex them and molest them. Because you do know the vampire metaphor is very real in European high-class culture. They believe sex with children helps you live longer. Let me say that again. This is the vampire metaphor. In the vampire, the movies, what they do, they drink your blood. Okay? They do that too. But it is the young blood of the child, untouched, that will give you longer life. This is why they need so many children. This is why we got all these black girls going missing. Who is most likely to be sexually abducted in America? Black girl 12 to 17. Black girl 12 to 17. And right after them is the boys. They need the boys for the sodomy rituals. They need virgin black prepubescent boys for the sodomy rituals. And then they need the black girls for the rituals as well. And then after that, they kill them.
So at that point with Dr. Umar, you know, that's going to be it. You know, I don't want to get off into the rest of this stuff that he's going to go on to talk about. But if y'all want to get the rest of this video, head over to DJU TV. Head over to DJU TV. And you all will be able to get the rest of that full interview. But, you know, I just don't want to go off into the rest of the stuff that he's talking about, the rituals and all this different stuff like that. You know, I just really want to focus on, you know, when he talks about the industry and speaks on the industry part of it, you know, that's it. Well, I don't focus on whether someone is telling many lies or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's why we miss the message so much, because we prejudge people and just already make up in our head that a person is lying, that a person is not telling the truth. But my whole thing is, if you all see the way that I do things over here on Big Vibe Opinion, I'm not finna bring nothing on my platform that I can't go out and fact check, that I can't go out and pull up the receipts, or I can't pull up the articles that go along with what is being alleged. You know, I know Dr. Umar may not be right all the time, but what he just spoke about when we talking about the industry, what this brother just spoke about when we talk about the industry, he was dead on point. When he talked about R.Kelly, when he talked about Michael Jackson, when he talked about Bill Cosby, when he talked about Whitney Houston, the man was dead on point. When he talked about the reason why other artists don't speak out is because they are afraid that if they speak out, they're going to be next. And we have seen on countless occasions where artists speak out and speak up for themselves. Something comes up, either an allegation or they come up unalive. I just take my hat off to any, whether a black man is lying or telling the truth. I take my hat off to any black man that's willing to stand up against the powers to be.
Right. Yeah. Let me say this, nephew. I said earlier that I would break it down real simple. That all is always a power force working behind the scenes, and this is what I'm talking about. You got to look at this world in the sense of you have good in the world and you have bad in the world. You have good in the world and you have evil. That is a real thing that exists. Whatever person's belief system is, we're not even going to make it like that. We're going to keep it real simple. ABC 1 through 3. When you do certain things that falls under the category that is not good, is bad, is negative, is detrimental, is harm, is some malice, is some trickery, is some finessing, is bogus. All of that falls up under the spirit of evil. A lot of that comes with individuals who are billionaires. They wealthy. They put judges on the bench. They bag law firms. They put senators in position where they put bills together in law that govern your existence on this planet Earth. And when you want to get to a certain status in life, name and likes, followers and all of this type of cars, homes, money, glory, connections, all of that, that comes with a price on this planet. And all of it is never yours. When you're born in this world, you're born with nothing. When your time is up, you leave with nothing. You can't take none of that with you. You can't fit none of that in that coffin. So in between that space, you are being leasing everything that you come in contact with material wise and connection wise.
And let
So
me
the great, I'll hear back. Go ahead, nephew.
and let me make a point, and with I'm gonna make a point with Dr. Umar and what he was saying. What Dr. Umar is getting at is this. And his point that he was trying to make to everybody is this. When it comes to people like Whitney Houston, when it comes to people like R.Kelly, when it comes to people like Prince, if these people would have allowed the record companies to continue to profit off of them without saying a word, you would not have heard these allegations.
Correct.
You would never have heard these allegations. You would never have seen these people you would have never saw the media coming after these people the way that they're coming after these people. But it's the simple fact that these people spoke up and say, I want what's owed to me.
Right. Right.
You got people you got these artists, you got these record labels that are sitting around. If they give an artist $1 million, they gotta be compensating on the back end of that 5 to 10 million.
Well, yeah, many times over. Yeah. Because in their mindset, nephew, and I yield back to you, and their mindset, I want people to hear what nephew just eloquently just laid out. What he said is that in their mindset, these people that run this, in their mindset, we made you, not self-made. We made you. We put backing. We got sponsors. We got stocks and shares behind and utilizing your brand and your name. We made you. How dare you not stand up and say what we want you to say? And now you think that's about you? Now you gonna come sue us? Do you know how many millions and billions of dollars our sponsor just backed out of these stocks and shares? Are you crazy? All right, we're gonna show you better than we can tell you. We control the public's mind. We control the media. We got senators and judges. We got law firms. We got district attorneys. That's what that is saying. That falls under the category of evil and satanic.
Appreciate it, Prince Charles. And see my whole thing, I be really trying to get people to, man, we gotta stop. You know, and I understand none of us was there. None of us saw this. None of us was there. And you know, to continue to go on and go off of different speculations as if we were there versus, all we can do is do research. And like I always tell people, I come on and I give my opinion, but I still ask people to fact check the things that I even say.
Right.
But also when I come on my panel and on my platform and I speak on certain things, I put up the articles, I put up the search information for you all to go and search it and see it for yourself and read it for yourself. You know, I don't try to come on my panel with a bunch of hearsay. You know, and if I listen to, I would listen to something, and if I feel like what I'm listening to is worthy for me to share with the people on my platform, I do it because I'm giving you all the objective to be able to take what you want to take from what's being said and then do your research. I know about Michael Jackson trying to buy Marvel until today when I heard Dr. Umar say it. So when he said that prompted me to go and look it up.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Now when I went and looked it up, boom, it's a whole article that talks about, damn. What's up, Tiffany? Damn, here you go right here.
Yep.
I knew about Whitney Houston wanted to audit, Clive Davis about her money. I heard about that.
No, I didn't hear about that particular part, but it made sense when you get to that particular stage in your career. So it
What's up, Court?
it all makes sense. Yeah, it goes back to saying, they made you. You ain't entitled to nothing in their eyes. Shut up. You a slave. You 3/4 of a human. We using your image and your name and your brand for our agenda. Stay in place. Do as we tell you to do. We have creative control. We made you. You ain't entitled to nothing. In other words, when you make a deal, when you find that the deal that you made, these individuals who run this is in the bed with the devil, then you got to repent for your decision that you did. When you get that attention, that awakening, and God can redirect your life. But a lot of people are not willing to make that sacrifice, nephew.
And it's another thing. And they don't care, in how the industry work is this, right? And another thing they do. If you are an artist, the industry is only aggressive when it comes to certain artists. And you will say, well, Vi, what do you mean when you say the industry is only aggressive when it comes to certain artists? Because the industry know if they got an artist that they have to invest. You have artists that the labels have to invest in, and you have artists that makes the label.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. And I hope you all are understanding what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You have labels that invest in artists, and you have artists that makes the label. And I'm saying that to say this. an artist that the label create, they don't give a damn about you leaving because they know that they created you.
Mhm.
They know that they invested in you. They know that they built you. And they know that when they pull the plug, that you're not going to be able to sustain the success after leaving the label, aka Sparkle.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
But when you are a R.Kelly who makes the label, we
Huh.
can't allow you to walk away.
Huh. Preach, Bishop.
When you are a artist like Robert Kelly, we can't allow you to walk away because you make the label.
Huh. Mm. Yeah.
So when you listen, when we're talking about people on the level of a Prince, people on the level of an R. Kelly or a Whitney Houston, these people are label makers.
Yeah.
The label don't invest in these people. They don't need the label to be who they are.
Right. Right.
So when the label feel threatened that you can leave and be successful without them,
Woo. Huh. Huh. Yeah.
when the label know what artists can be successful without them and what artists need them.
Right.
See them art that label that Master P signed to back in the day.
Yeah.
They let Master P go because they didn't think that Master P would become Master P.
Right. Right. Yeah. You
Master
preaching
P,
now, Bishop.
Master
You
P,
preaching now, Bishop.
Master P say, I still got one in the chamber.
Right. 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 Mm. Yes,
All
sir.
right, y'all want that? Oh, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that no limit. I'm gonna go make the new no limit.
Right. Right. Yes, sir.
Y'all can have that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
A
But
Negro that's
it's
smart that knows how the
important.
system works. Man. Yeah.
It's important to look and see what these people are doing. When
Mm.
you are an artist who need the label don't give a damn about letting you go because they
Right.
know you're not going to have success nowhere else. But when you are an artist that makes the label, man,
I got to
it's
plant
gonna
a
be
mold.
hard.
Yep. They got to plant a mold in your camp. They got to plant somebody. Mm.
It's gonna be hard to walk away from that.
Yep. Yeah. You ain't gonna break up this relationship. Oh no, we partners. Oh no, you can't. No, you can't. Where you going?
I'm making too much money off
Uh,
the penmanship.
uh,
I'm making too much money off of your penmanship alone to
uh,
allow you to walk away. The
uh.
shit that we got you, the hits that we got you giving away.
Yeah.
You talking about leaving and you gonna keep all this shit to yourself?
Uh, uh,
Hmm.
What did Pac say, nephew? Is it a crime? You make it a crime for me to fight for what is mine?
You feel me?
Uh,
Yeah. So as I transition and we go get into the beef that's going on right now with Kim Foxx and the bonjean law group.
Hey there, H.L. How you doing, my dear H.L.?
Now, what you all see on the screen say Fox office seeks to deny Roosevelt Miles certificate of innocence after he's exonerated. Why? Why would she want to deny this man's certificate of innocence after he have been exonerated of charges and released from prison? Why? Now, this man, Roosevelt Miles, was represented by the Bonjean Law Group. And I said this when I was reading this article. I said, now, why is Kim Foxx wanting to deny this man his certificate of innocence if the judges? Now, this is the problem I have. Because if a judge found this man was wrongfully incarcerated, how could a prosecutor's office deny this man his certificate of innocence? But then I thought about it. Why would Kim Foxx want to push her weight around now against Jennifer Bonjean when Bonjean chose to represent R.Kelly during the state trial, and this is what her ass did?
Good afternoon. Tomorrow morning, counsel for Mr. R.Kelly is scheduled to appear in court over the indictments that we brought forth nearly 4 years ago, charging him with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 victims. I'm here to inform you that the Cook County State's Attorney's Office will no longer be pursuing these indictments.
Now you had a chance to go out to Bonjean Law Group for yourself, but you chose to close the cases against Mr. Kelly. But here it is, you have a wrongfully convicted man who has been released from prison by a judge. And here you go want to fight against the man's certificate of innocence because he needs this certificate in order to be able to sue Illinois for the wrongful imprisonment. Danny Cole, what's going on? Natasha, what's going on? Now, it's a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. It's a lot of stuff that we can address. But right here with with Kim Foxx, this is just blatantly just being an asshole. This picture you hear, this is Kim Foxx celebrating at a gathering or something for exonerees. Now you sitting here laughing in this man's face, but you read, they say she looked shocked to see the man when she saw him, but then the man was exonerated of his charges, and now here you go want to deny the man his certificate.
Yeah, it's a dirty game in this, boy. It's a dirty game. You got to know how to
It says Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx office plans to file a motion to stop Roosevelt Miles from obtaining his certificate of innocence after he was exonerated following decades of court delays and systematic abuse while fighting to clear his name in Cook County notorious criminal justice system. The latest move in a long legal battle has torn open old wounds. Prosecutor Todd Dombrowski, however you pronounce it, I'm going to just say Todd,
right.
On Tuesday, March 26, told Cook County Judge Carol Howard that he will file a motion to intervene, a motion that will fight Miles' efforts to obtain a certificate of innocence. If Miles loses this last round, he will forever have a criminal record and will not be compensated for spending nearly 30 years behind bars for a crime he did not commit. Now make this make motherfucking sense.
Wow.
Now make this make sense. You plan to file a motion to intervene in a move that will fight Miles' effort to obtain a certificate of innocence. Then you say if he loses this last round, he will forever have a criminal record. Now, make this shit make sense. Anybody in the chat? This shit say this man will forever have a criminal record for a crime he did not commit.
Ha, ha. Lord have mercy.
A man will forever have a criminal record for a crime he did not commit, all because of Kim Foxx office want to object to this man receiving his certificate of innocence. All because they're trying to avoid being sued
Right.
for wrongful conviction.
Now, nephew, that's what taking no accountability and responsibility looks like at the highest level. I yield back.
See, we do a lot of shit over here on Big Val Opinion. And we talk about real shit.
Yeah.
The real. Not saying that other people don't, but we keep it motherfucking real.
Yeah.
It's Kim Foxx got me cussing today with her motherfucking Planet of the Apes looking ass. No offense. But what she's doing right now is outright dirty. It said the bombshell move came months after Foxx was photographed smiling and supporting Miles at an event last year as he continued getting his life together after Judge Howard tossed out his conviction on December the 22nd, December 5th, 2022. Now, this shit is not how Kim Foxx's photograph smiling with the man. Right here. This is the man, Roosevelt. This is Kim Foxx. Smiling with this man. But then the man case was tossed out. But now she want to deny this man his certificate of innocence? In his response on Tuesday before Judge Howard, Todd seemed unsure and signaled that the state objects to Miles' request for a certificate of innocence was not his decision. He said, Judge, I just received information a couple minutes ago, actually, that the state is going to intervene in this matter. So since I just learned about this, I don't have anything yet. That was our main issue from the last court date on whether the state was going to intervene. In her response, Judge Howard said, well, the state has had a long time to make that determination, so I expect the state to file its written response shortly. Then it goes on to say, when Todd began asking for dates to file his response,
Dombrowski. Yeah.
Ashley Cohen, which is bonjean Law Group, Miles' attorney objected and asked that the next day be a hearing and not another deadline to file a response. Now, I'm going to show y'all finna hear the dirtiness that they do. Yeah. That's when Cohen told Judge Howard, with all due respect, the state's attorney, they go to these hearings and they throw in the towel and they decide they want to proceed to intervene on the certificate of innocence. There's absolutely no reason why they would dismiss the case in the first instance just to fight the certificate of innocence. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
And now my client has to wait again. We are prepared to go to an immediate hearing. I don't know why there need to be much time at all for the state to write a response to just say they're intervening. Right. Yeah. Dombrowski, asked for April 22nd to be the next court date. The judge responded, I'm going to give you April 22nd, and I'm not going to give you a continuance after that. During the phone interview with the Crusader, Cohen said she learned about Fox's objection 5 minutes before Tuesday hearing. The Crusader spoke with Eugenia Orr, Fox chief of external affairs and spokesperson, Trenda Samanton. That conversation was mostly off the record, but Orr said her office will be filing a motion to intervene, and detail of the moves will be available in court documents. This is not the first time Fox office has denied a request for a certificate of innocence after an individual had been exonerated. In 2023, Brother Sean Taylor and Reginald Henderson were denied their certificate of innocence after they were exonerated of murder conviction that put them behind bars for 25 years. The brothers claim they were tortured into false confessions nearly 30 years ago by a corrupt cop trained under disgraced former Chicago police commander John Barge in 1994.
Wow.
John Burge.
Wow.
After serving 28 years in prison, Miles filed his request for a certificate of innocence on October 31st, 2023. The documents allow exonerated individuals to get the murder conviction of other criminal charges removed from their record. The document allowed them to file claims for hundreds of thousands of dollars in compensation for the Illinois Court of Claims. Miles' case is one of Crusader has covered for 7 years, beginning in 2017. It says in 1992, Roosevelt Miles was arrested in jail after police accused him of killing 16-year-old Sahara Tony Brandon as he and 15-year-old Octavia Morris was leaving a house on the west side. When police detective Anthony Warwick, an officer, visited Morris' home, she reportedly told that Miles wasn't the killer. In addition to having no DNA or fingerprints, Miles did not fit the description of the killer. He also had an alibi, someone who saw him exiting an apartment building several blocks from the crime scene. Despite a lack of evidence, in 1996, Miles was convicted of first-degree murder and robbery.
Wow.
Now, listen at this right here. In 2000, the appeals court granted Miles an evidentiary hearing after Miles claimed his civil rights were violated when his public defender presented a weak defense and provided ineffective counsel.
Wow.
For the next 16 years, a strand of public defenders racked up over 100 continuances before Judge Dennis Porter. When when attorney Jennifer Bonjean took the case in 2017 from the public defender's office, Miles' records show that little to no defense work had been done on his case. Now, what does this tell y'all about public defenders and prosecutors?
Yeah, they're appointed. Yeah, they're appointed. They try to get them law firms will make the big bucks. That's what they on. Yeah, they ain't caring about all that. They ain't caring about, man, listen.
Yep. What up, Uncle Muse?
What up, Jay Rizzo? Mr. Timeline.
What up, Big Guy? Hey, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I gotta get ready to go back to work, but I want you to check your email. I just sent you the link to the death of the major label. It's in your email right now. Go to the time frame between the 15:10 mark to the 22-minute mark. You play that clip from that point on up into that window. I just
Thank
want
you,
to
J. Rock.
just send it to
I
y'all.
think I got it on my thing already.
Right, but if you can't find your thing, you can go right over to your email. I just sent it.
All right.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Thanks, J. Rock.
I'll holler at y'all.
Okay. That's what we needed, nephew. I was right on time.
Now you got this man dealt with hundreds of public defenders, hundreds of continuances by public defenders. So what was going on in this man's case was that these public defenders were just showing up.
Right.
Jennifer Bonjean took the case in 2017 and said little to no defense work had been done on this man's case.
Yeah.
Now it says in 2019, hold on, it said, when attorney Bonjean took the case in 2017 from the public defender's office, Miles' records showed that little to no defense work had been done on his case. Under Bonjean, Fox then called Conviction Integrity Unit, stopped investigating Miles' case without explanation.
Wow. You see it? You see that? You see that? That's how the devil.
So Kim Fox, she'd been familiar with Bonjean before Bonjean ever took R.Kelly case.
Come on now.
Now it's saying
you got it.
In 2019, Fox office had Judge Porter dismiss Miles' case 2 days after Fox herself told Crusader publisher Dorothy Lavelle at an event in the Harold Washington Library that she thought Miles' case was going to have a positive outcome. Bonjean filed an emergency motion to have Miles' case sent back to Judge Porter. Citing a clerical error, Fox office went 73 days past the deadline. Now, here we go to bullshit. Now, the shit that they did to R.Kelly is shit that these people been doing forever.
Yeah, it's been a common practice.
It says Fox office went 73 days past the deadline before asking the appeal courts to give them an additional 60 days to respond.
Yeah.
The appeal court granted the request. Now, this is the problem. Now, if this was the defense, would the appeal courts have granted the defense an additional 60 days after going over 73 days already? It said the appeal courts granted the request, but eventually ruled in favor of having the case remanded back to Porter, who later retired. Miles' case was then assigned to Judge William Rainey,
a former
cop who often sided with Dabrowski, and who at one point pursued Bonjean to subpoena news pressure. Yeah, say pressure. My bad, y'all. This shit, I'm getting tired. Pressure Bonjean to subpoena news organizations for material that will help the prosecutor's case against her client. Judge Raines stayed on the case for only a year. He was removed from the bench and charged with 5 counts of judicial misconduct after he was caught on a hot mic disparaging Bonjean. Oh my God. So Chicago, Jennifer Bonjean in Chicago has a lot of history.
Yep. It's one of the most corrupt states in the nation. It was once briefly said. Yeah.
So Jennifer Bonjean is well aware of the corruption in the city of Chicago.
Yes, sir. It goes back a long time. Yep. Yep. You got to know how to move. This ain't for the weak and the timid. You got to know the system and how to play the system. That's why Donald Trump. So
this judge was removed from the bench and charged with 5 counts of judicial misconduct after he was caught on a hot mic talking about bonjean.
Yep.
The case was given to Judge Carol Howard in January 2022. Under Howard, the case moved quickly and she held Dombrowski to tight deadlines. On December 5th, 2022, Octavia Morris, after decades of silence, showed up to the Layton Courthouse.
Yeah, ladies.
She was ready to admit that Miles was innocent and that she was forced by Chicago police to testify in court that he was a murderer.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Chat family. Could y'all see this right here, chat family?
Yeah.
We talk about corruption in Chicago.
Yep, at its finest. Yeah. They do. This is what they do. Yep. And this is all in it. This is all in the industry. Everything is filtered. All of them connected. All of it is connected. That's why you got to be careful. You want to go into this arena with the industry. All this stuff is with that.
So we ask this question right here. We talk about this right here. Let me see something right quick. Let me see something. I want to hold on. I want to make this big here. Let me see. I ain't figured out how to do that yet, cause I don't want to lose this page I'm on. But right there, now, when you see that Chicago, what these people are doing, when you got a witness who said he was forced by Chicago police to testify in court that Miles was the murderer, why did Miss Landfair come to court after 20 years? Why did her mama come to court after 20 years?
What you got highlighted right there. Same thing.
Could this be the same tactic that Chicago used against these people to come and testify against Mr. Kelly?
Exactly. I believe so.
It has to be. Yeah.
What up, D-Mac?
What's going on, my brothers? Chuck, man, I've been listening the whole time, man. It's just crazy how messed up this freaking world is.
Yes,
lost so many great artists, all because of freaking corrupt record labels. They want to hand over what rightfully the artist's work. They want to hand it over.
That's how it goes when you go into that territory. When you go into the arena, that's what happened.
Still that's crazy how messed up what they did Michael Jackson. Because me, when I saw he just passed away, all of a sudden I'm like, nah, somebody did this. And then I already knew about him owning half of Sony, and then it's like, on the Beatles catalog. Me, I know he had, half of the Presley catalog too. And then try to get Marvel Comics. I'm like, oh yeah, they couldn't let him live. Or they got rid of him.
Yeah.
That's why they got rid of him. They're like, nah, I'm like, this black boy too powerful. Gotta get rid of him.
Yeah.
Too much of a threat. Kelly, same thing. I'm surprised they didn't kill him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still living.
God had his hands on him.
Literally. I'm like, because anybody, can you see what happened all the rest of them? Prince, Whitney Houston, like, shoot, even Sam can go back. Sam Cooke, too. Cooke, he about to do his own thing. They say he went flowered his wing, killed him.
And he had it. Yep. The mob came to him. Yeah,
The
turned that
trail
down.
just killed him.
And,
It's
and that
fucking
was
sad.
This shit right here on this stream is
So sad,
so awakening to
man.
see this shit that you see on this
Yeah.
stream right here.
Yes, sir.
It's sad. It's like me. I always have my doubts of things. They say, "Oh, this happened. This happened." I'm like, nah. Like other people
So
actually
with
have common
Jennifer,
sense.
I didn't know, and I just learned this as we speaking. I didn't know Jennifer had prior history with Cook County.
Me neither.
I'm just finding it. So when you see Kim Foxx come out and say we dropping all the charges against Mr. Kelly, they know that they in a goddamn different type of fight now.
Right. It's what
The
Stephanie
Kim
said.
Foxx prosecutors, they wasn't afraid of Greenberg now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But bonjean, they scared of him. They scared of her. They know dang well. Oh, she coming with them receipts. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she coming.
Like Stephanie said in the chat right there. Stephanie said that they knew that bonjean was the pit bull.
Oh yeah, she ain't playing.
Yeah, she bringing that smoke.
Oh, she coming for that to rope.
She was a different beast. Yeah.
She coming with the kill shot. Oh, she coming for him.
Yes, sir. Well said. Yeah.
Cause they know she basically gonna end them. Everything they basically done to Kelly and everything about to get exposed and then some.
Yeah.
That's why I killed. That's why after listen to Kills last time, you realize like his spirits is up. Be like he knows he in God's hands right now.
Oh, people, it's really man, it's coming, bro. And that's people like why you don't say that. This man understand how these people play, man. These people that's in these positions of power. When I get back to nephew, they ain't nothing to play with, man.
Mm-hmm.
We reading it, nephew just reading it, and these people got money behind them, man, and got pointed in these positions.
Mm-hmm.
You got to move a certain way, man, and know when to shut your mouth and sit down and let your, you know what I mean, your counsel them speak for you. You got to have the right person that's gonna go up like this, man. That's really gonna stand for you. It take a hell of a person, man, like Bonjean to come up like this, and it take a certain character, a person like Mr. Kelly, to sit and know how to move and be quiet and let the Lord fight your battle. Because look what you are up against. You up against evilness in high places, spiritual wickedness.
Trust me, well, what they did to that man is so evil.
You gotta be careful how you move. These people ain't nothing to play with. If you don't know what you're doing, I yield back, nephew.
All right. So it says that the Crusader. So it says that the police. So this Octavia Morris, after decades of silence, showed up to the Layton courthouse. He was ready to admit that Miles was innocent and that she was forced by Chicago police to testify in court that he was the murderer. So they must have threatened to charge this person with some type of criminal act. So the Crusader journalist was present that morning and wrote the story that appeared on the front page of the Crusader newspaper. Wearing faded jeans and puffy coat, Morris appeared nervous as she waited in the corridor before Miles' case was called.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker Dabrowski then said at this point the people will not be opposing the post-conviction petition that pending before the court. Judge Howard then said, given the state motion to drop the charges of 3 verdicts of guilty and first-degree murder, consecutive 50 and 10-year sentences are vacated and the state motions is granted. The charges against you, Mr. Miles, have been dismissed. So if this man's charges have been dismissed and all this shit has been vacated, what purpose is Kim Foxx now fighting the goddamn certificate of innocence? On October 31st, 2023, Miles filed a request for his certificate of innocence. That same month, he had filed a 39-page federal lawsuit against the city of Chicago alleging fabrication of evidence, malicious prosecution, and unlawful detention, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. This is why they come. This is why they want to fight him. This is why they want to deny his certificate of innocence. But after you deny the certificate of innocence, the man still got proof that this shit was dismissed and thrown out.
Yep.
With Fox office latest motion, there is concern of even more delays before Miles' certificate of innocence is granted. Last October, Miles attended Fox's luncheon for wrongfully convicted individuals. The luncheon was at Kennedy King College in Inglewood. Photos and videos shows Fox smiling and hugging Miles. In one video, Fox wearing a black blouse looks surprised at seeing Miles and say, "Hi, how are you?" Fox then give Miles a hug. It was a meeting where Miles wanted to maintain good relations with Fox. "I never said anything bad against her despite what I had been through," Miles said. "This hurt a lot." In the Crusader story covering the luncheon, Miles said Fox told him, "Welcome home." He now lives in Peoria, Illinois, and refused to live in Chicago, traumatized by the scars he received from his experience. The same story, including a brief interview with a Crusader journalist, had asked Fox why her office fought against Miles' post-conviction case. She said, "I think not just his case, but overall, there has to be a greater sense of urgency around these cases. The backlog is huge. The process is erroneous. His case was 22 years old. There are other cases that are 10 years, 15 years, and coming into the last 7 years trying to undo work that has been done before it's hard." Regarding Fox's objection to Miles' request of a certificate of innocence, Cohen said, "I'm very confused by Kim Fox's office decision to intervene in his certificate of innocence after they threw in the towel." And what she means when she say they threw in the towel, when they didn't fight against his conviction being overturned.
Right.
Once the conviction was overturned, what is your purpose of fighting the goddamn certificate of innocence?
Right.
Then you talk about in some cases that are 7 and 15 years old, why they don't want to fight his case, because you talk about a man that spent 20 plus years in prison, wrongfully convicted. Ooh, that man sitting on a fortune.
Man.
They'd rather pay them people who've been wrongfully convicted for 7 years, 10 years, shit like that. You talking about 20-something down there, 30 years?
Hey, look at J Rock's comment. That you spot on, J Rock. You spot on.
Exactly, Cynthia.
Man, that's freaking sad. That's freaking sad.
It says bonjean was going to represent R.Kelly, plus the trial was going to potentially be televised. Yeah, most definitely. She knew that R.Kelly was being represented by bonjean. That's why she dropped that shit.
Right. She don't want that smoke. She don't want that.
It said, wait, I'm catching up. Initially, Miss bonjean was going to represent him when all of this started, meaning before the New York trial. I think when bonjean came in after everybody was gone. I think the last person that was there when bonjean came in was Kenneth. And once he released Kenneth, then it was bonjean. But the state trial with Kim Foxx came after the two trials in New York and Chicago. So Jennifer was going to be representing him in the Chicago state trial, but Kim Foxx chose to she elected to drop the charges.
Wise decision.
Yeah,
She
because you know
bowed,
she about to
she
get
bowed
embarrassed.
out gracefully.
That's
Yeah, she backed off. She knew she about to get exposed.
It's
She was like,
actually
nope.
say
right.
she threw in the towel.
Right. She didn't want that
Pretty
on
much.
her. She didn't want
Throw
that
in the
on her.
damn towel. She
Yeah.
threw her towel in with the quickness. She
Yeah.
already knew it was about to happen. She
Oh,
went
yeah.
through with it.
Yeah.
So we coming up on 2 hours, man. I'm gonna make these messages, and these messages is if you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so by Big Val Opinion on Cash App. If you like to donate to the channel, you can also do so by Super Chat or Super Thanks, and that'll be down at the bottom, at the bottom of your screen. If you're on a cell phone, in the bottom right hand corner, there'll be a $sign. You hit that, you can do a Super Chat or a Super Thanks. If you have any information that you would like to share with the channel for us to go over as a panel, you can do so by emailing me at bigvalopinion88@gmail.com. I know today has been a great live. I really appreciate everybody that's been in here for the entirety of the live, in the chat, the comments. Keep them going. Cookie, what's going on? I think I was able to address everybody who came in today. I seen some new people that came in that I had never seen. Love Light, what's up? I didn't see you. What's going on, Love Light? I didn't see you. Natasha Walker, shout out to you for coming over. Let's see. I seen some other name. Prince Charles, one love, man. Shout out to you for coming over. This is my first time seeing you. So this is why it's good to get familiar with your chat. Miss Risa. This is my first time seeing you. Shout out to you for coming over. This is my first time seeing you in the chat. You know, my faithful people, shout out to y'all. Tiffany Riley, shout out to you for coming over, getting it in. Man, I'm telling y'all, man. Crystal, shout out to you as well. You know, shout out to everybody that came over and got it in with us today, man, because we had a great live today. Shout out to Dr. Umar for breaking down the industry and, you know, some of the things that these industry people do. You know, if you missed the beginning part of the live, feel free to go back and Tangi, what's going on? If you missed the beginning part of the live, and go back and check it out, man. Today was a great, informative live. If you missed this one, man, I'm telling you, the replay is going to be magnificent. So we see that Kim Foxx, now we see that it's a battle with Kim Foxx prosecutor's office versus the Bonjean Law Group. And right now, the Bonjean Law Group is up. The Bonjean Law Group is up right now, and Kim Foxx is out there throwing in the towel like she out here not Ricky. What was the other guy name on there? Ricky homeboy on Boys in the Hood, Trey. You know what I'm saying? I see Kim Foxx doing like Trey, swinging in the air, shit. You know.
Right. Hey, J Rock, send me that. Can you send me that link that you sent to nephew's email? J Rock still in the chat. Can you text me with that so I can check that out?
Yeah. So, man, we got. Let's see, we got 132 likes. Man, shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. And like I said, if you like the content and you enjoyed the content today, you can donate to your boy Big Vi. It's Easter weekend. Yes, I would love to have a drink of Cayman Jack. You know what I'm saying? I love to be able to go out and have me a Long Island iced tea after we had a long, great week of live content. We had a long week of live content that was great each and every day. I have to take my hat off to the chat. You all have held it down. You all have held it down all week long. Every day that I've came on this week, I've seen 100+ people in the chat. 100+ people in the chat each and every day. I can't do nothing but thank you all so much for being here and believing in me and allowing me to navigate this ship. Unlike the ship that ran into the bridge in Baltimore, we going upstream and we blowing nothing but steam as we go. We ain't gonna lose power over here. We ain't losing power. We exposing all the bullshit. We gonna expose all the bullshit. You know, and it's one live at a time. One live at a time. You know, we're gonna be discussing. Eventually, we're gonna be putting together. We're gonna eventually put together the 24-hour live once we can come up with a time frame that works for everybody. And we're gonna format it the way that it's gonna be good, it's gonna be productive, it's gonna be special for everybody. I don't have a personal connection with Dr. Umar. I just was I was doing a review of a podcast. I was doing a review of an interview that Dr. Umar did. So I was reacting to a interview that Dr. Umar did. And I feel like Dr. Umar spoke some great points. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm just going to let that part of that interview with Dr. Umar, I'm just going to let it play all the way through without stopping. And then that'll be the end of the live for today. And like I say, if you all would like to donate to me, you can do so by Cash App again at Big Vi Opinion on Cash App. Or you can also donate to the channel by hitting the $sign in the bottom right-hand corner and do super chat or super thanks as well. DB's Nation, right? I understand that, but I don't know nothing about why his school is not open or not or not. You know, I don't understand. I don't know that. Maybe Dr. Umar has maybe Dr. Umar has an email or he has a social media. He has a registered social media platform that you can message him and ask him about, you know, when is his school going to be open. But I heard some things went on about that school situation, but I'm not sure. That's not my purpose. You know, I'm not worried about whether he gonna open a school or not. You know, if he out here collecting money, claiming he gonna open a school and don't do what he said he gonna do, then God will see about that. I don't get into that. You know, you feel me?
So, all right, guys, it was a great live. Hope you enjoy yourselves the rest of the day. Stay safe out here. You know people crazy. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too.
To their scientists, many of the STDs that black people got were foreign to us in Africa. Gonorrhea, chlamydia was unknown on the African continent. Those are European diseases. And how did we get them? Because they raped our mothers, raped our fathers, raped our daughters. You see, remember now, during slavery, it was very common to catch a slave master 40, 50 years old in the bed with a 7-year-old black girl raping her. Oh, pedophilia and slavery went hand in hand. And that's why there's a movement in America right now to legalize pedophilia. The age of sexual consent is 16. They want to take it down to 14. Some people want to take it down 212. And it was just a body from the United Nations that came out with a statement a couple months ago. I read it when I was speaking in Barbados this past spring, that they said people should not be charged with a crime for having sex with minors if the minors give their consent. Can I ask you a question? How can my 12-year-old daughter give her consent to have sex with a 40-year-old man? You see that? How can your 8-year-old son consent to having gay sex with a 50, 60-year-old man? The reason why the pedophile movement is trying to normalize sex with children is many of the world's leading pedophiles are multi-billionaires who can't afford to go to jail. This is why Epstein had to be murdered. Jerry Epstein wasn't the only one. He's just one of the organizers. You understand? Bill Clinton was on that plane with Epstein. Donald Trump was on that plane with Epstein. Hillary was on that plane with Epstein. I think Bill Gates was on that plane with Epstein. You know why Epstein was murdered? They said it was a suicide. They killed him. He said, I'm not going down by myself. When he said that, they had to kill him because he would have started naming names. I believe Barack and Michelle was on the Epstein plane. You feel me? So pedophilia is not about one person. It's about a movement. And unfortunately, they used R.Kelly as a scapegoat to deflect from the white-owned, white-controlled, white-led, white-financed pedophile movement. Don't get me wrong. If R.Kelly is having sex with underage children, he should be held accountable for that. But that's not why R.Kelly went to jail. R.Kelly went to jail because a certain music company was stealing R.Kelly's music, didn't want to pay for it, so they had to bankrupt him through lawyer fees by charging him with the sexual exploitation of the children. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby didn't go to jail for harassing white women. Bill Cosby went to jail because him and Camille Cosby owned a home in Massachusetts that got oil underneath of it, and the second richest oil company in the world wanted to drill under the home, and Bill Cosby and Camille organized their neighbors to resist the oil company drilling. Right after that, all these ugly white women come up from 40 years ago, talk about Bill Cosby molested me back in the 1970s and the 1980s. What white women you know get sexually harassed by the #1 television star at the time? Remember, Bill Cosby opened the door for Richard Pryor. There would have been no Richard Pryor without Bill Cosby from North Philly. And Richard Pryor is the greatest comedian of all time, by the way. But Bill Cosby opened the door for him. He's the #1 black man on TV, the first black actor to get his own series on nationwide TV, and you don't call the police on him. You don't tell a soul. You wait 40 years until you old and nasty looking and say this man harassed you. Bull crap. They got them women together to do that in order to bankrupt him so he could sell that house and the oil company can get their drilling. None of these people are going to jail for that. Michael Jackson, when he got accused of the pedophilia, and by the way, the white boy he allegedly molested, he was on Vlad. He said his parents made it up. He just recently did the white boy who Michael Jackson allegedly assaulted. What he got to lie for? Ain't no money in it. He said, my mother and father made that up and made me do it for money. He said it. So why did they come out against Michael Jackson with the false pedophile accusation? Because Michael Jackson was about to buy Marvel Comics. You didn't hear what I just said. Michael Jackson, who already owns the Beatles catalog, half of Elvis catalog, half of Sony Records, is about to buy Marvel Comics. You think Wakanda was something? Imagine if that was Michael Jackson on Wakanda. It would have been off the hook. So they hit Mike with the pedophile rumors to force him out of the bidding because, as you know, Marvel Comics, that's children. So if you're having sex with kids, you ain't got no business bidding on children's magazines. That was the propaganda to sabotage Mike from getting Marvel Comics. It's never what you see. It's never what you see. They murdered Whitney Houston because Whitney Houston was going to order an audit on her royalties, an audit on her publishing. Oh, yes. And Whitney Houston wanted her masters back. You think he was going to give her masters back? So you die in the same hotel that the owner of your record label is having a pre-Grammys party and he don't cancel the party? This is your #1 selling artist of all time. Whitney Houston was the #1 selling artist of all time, female, until Mariah passed her. But guess what? Whitney Houston is still the only black artist in history to be certified diamond 3 times. Not even Michael Jackson was certified diamond 3 times. I Will Always Love You is the #1 selling female song in history. Whitney's version, not the original. And you broke? Oh, and Whitney said, I can't possibly be broke. We got to look at my royalties, open up the books. Somebody couldn't allow that to happen. And that's why he had her killed before her pre-Grammys party and still had the party. Because that was a ritual sacrifice for going against the white power structure. That's the Hollywood Hilton. You don't think it's cameras on every floor? You don't think it's cameras on every floor in the Hollywood Hilton? Why the hell we ain't see the footage of who went in Whitney's room? It's on the damn camera. It's on the camera. They're not going to show you that because the white power structure killed Whitney. And that's why none of these rappers don't speak up about nothing serious going on in the black community, because they know how the game works. You go against the power structure, we will get you involved in a ritualistic sacrifice.
I like that, boy. Oh, I like that, boy. Man, Mike, you a bad man, Mike. Mike, you a bad man. You know what, Mike? You a bad motherfucker. I tell you that. I ain't gonna get on here and act like I ain't no, like I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm Big Vibe now. You know, I'm very respectful. Y'all might not hear the B word, but y'all gonna hear a lot of motherfuckers. Yeah. They don't really care about us. When we talk about it, we say they don't really care about us. He's referring to them people. And we know who those people is.
Yeah. Pac did a similar song in that vein on the Better Days album, on the Better Days double album. I forgot the name of the song, but he did a song.
His name the same thing. They don't give a fuck about us.
Right, there you go, nephew. Yep, he did. Man, ain't that a coincidence? That ain't no coincidence. That ain't no coincidence. You know what I mean? KL did it a number of times on his album. I'm telling you, man.
What's up, Cornell?
What was that J Rock was talking about, nephew?
Next, what's going on? He talking about the video that we did when the people, man, we did it. We went over that stuff a while back, but somebody was in the chat was talking about they changed that law for the music for the labels to have to get an artist back their master.
I ain't hear about that. I ain't know they changed that.
Oh man, we did that video. Man, we did a live on that so long ago.
They changed it again? You talking about they changed the law again recently?
No, they didn't change it again. They changed it.
They
changed it in 2013. But somebody in the chat said they changed it in 2017. But they had put that law in place already in 2013 to get an artist back their masters after 30 years automatically. So the artists wouldn't have to put in the work they wouldn't have to put in, they automatically retrieve their music, go back to them automatically after 30 years.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Look over there.
Oh, hell yeah, that song make big sense now, man.
Right.
Hell yeah. He say, sue me. Man, some of the shit that Mike was saying in that song. Let's see.
Slow that down, what he said. He said, sue me.
I'm finna look it up right now.
Yeah, because but it's some part of that they told him to take it out. The original lyrics, he was told to take that out of there because he talked about it. He was in the interview talking about it. And I'm like, man, Michael was on it, man. Mike was on it, and that's what they same thing about Pac. What Pac said, he said, my biggest crime for talking too loud. He said, but I didn't think it was going to be a matter of life and death. I thought it was going to be, I won't be going to be super rich. But I didn't think it was going to be a matter of life and death with them. You know what I mean? And he said, and they asked him, so why did he come up here? He said, because I wouldn't shut up.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I mean?
he say, He say, Mike say, I'm gonna go down to this second verse. In this second verse, he say, well, even go to the first verse, you know, he's talking about they don't really care about us, though. And he say, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Enough is enough of this garbage. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. He says, skinhead, deadhead, everybody gone bad. Situation, aggravation, everybody allegations. In the suits of the news, everybody dog food. Bang, bang, shock, dead. Everybody gone mad. And they say they don't really care about us. But then he go right here and he say, beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Will me, thrill me, you can never kill me.
Wow.
Jew. Jew.
Yeah, I remember that part of the lyrics. Yeah.
Jew me.
Yeah.
Sue me. Everybody do me. Kick me. Kite me.
Got cut off for a moment.
You black or white me.
Wow.
He said, tell me what has become of my life. I have a wife and 2 children who love me. I'm a victim of police brutality now. I'm tired of being a victim of hate. You're
raping me
of my pride. Wow.
Oh, for God's sake, I look to heaven to fulfill its prophecy. Set me free.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Wow. Trepidation, speculation. Dang, Mike. Ooh-wee.
Man.
Yeah, see them dangerous. You're a dangerous person, boy. You dropping stuff like that. Yeah. Man.
Wow.
See. It ties into what Uncle Luke was talking about. What this stuff is all about and how this system works and these people that run this and how powerful and political ties and the money's behind these people, man. This ain't no game, man. This ain't no game to be moving in it like this. This ain't for the wicked and timid, boy, and the naive and immature. I'm telling you. And my heart goes out to these young artists, nephews.
But read this right here,
Man.
Read right here. It say, read right there when it say, tell me what has become of my rights.
At the end, yeah. Okay. At the end, tell me what has become of my rights.
I'm invisible.
I'm invisible because you
ignore me. Your proclamation promised me freedom of liberty.
Now I'm tired of being beaten, being the victim of shame.
They throwing me in a class with a bad name.
I can't believe this is the land from which I came. Man, woo! I really do hate. Ooh, man, that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through this, man.
He say, I can't believe this is the land from which I came. You know, I really do hate to say it. The government don't want to see it, but if Roosevelt was living, he would not let this be. No.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's heavy.
He say, some things in life they just don't want to see. But if Martin Luther King was living, he would let this be. No. Mike talked that shit in this song.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Mike was talking that shit in this song. But when he say Jew me,
I think them the individuals, you know, the Jesuits with the Jews, they pretty much run the planet Earth.
he talking about your boy who he's talked about on that damn stage when he was talking about was a bad man. Tommy Mottola knew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And see, and that goes back to the thing. They want you to shut up and sit down like a nice little Negro. Just sit up, just shut up. Let us do what we got to do with your name and your brand and the influence you got and what you put. Yeah, we put all the sources behind you, the resources behind you. We got all the money, the power behind you. We got the stocks and shares, and we got the politics behind. As long as you stay in place now, but don't you dare get to speaking against us and what we doing behind closed door that may be wrong. Don't you say nothing. You take it and you just keep on like a nice little puppy. You like a nice little boy. You know what I mean? But when you get up like him, Huey Newton, Pop, you know what I mean? These conscious rappers, reason why you don't hear none of their music, when you start coming together and building an alliance and you want to form a political power to speak your voice and get your voice heard, that's why Tupac coined the phrase thug life. The hate you gave little infants, mean us, F's everyone. America, this is what you created. This you did this. I just diagnosed it and presented the dirt back to you. Now you upset about that? Now you want to take my life? I gave you 30 years in this game. And now you want to take my life for that? I got to fight for what's mine? But that's how they work on that other side, though. And a lot of these new artists coming in the industry now, nephew, my heart goes out to them because they don't have a clue. Yusufiyan and Seki Red, they don't have a clue to the depth of how this thing goes. Uncle Luke was giving some game the other day. I watched the whole thing twice, and another thing to see the thing in its fullness in its entirety. He gave $1 billion worth of game, knowing how to maneuver in this thing. He had pulled it out receipts that he had looking in his garage, release dates, release forms, people trying to come back and charge him or sue him, you know what I mean, and bring some allegations against him. And he had receipts. So when the police came to him and all that, the authorities came to him, he said, you said the person's name was what? Is their name on this list? Here's the release form. Who signed the release form to get on stage and to do all? Here's the name on that. He said, oh, we can't come do that way because like he said, I filmed everything. Have people in place and making sure you're taking the right ID and checking that. Don't you let nobody come in here in this venue without checking the ID and making sure. And while he was doing the live, a lady was in the chat who's older now, said she met him one time on stage. She got how she got backstage, she don't know, but she couldn't get in the venue. But she claimed, she said in the chat, in the comments, she was 16 years old. When he found that out, he said, take your ass at something. Get her out of here. How she get in here? I'm like, wow. He said, when you get to this particular level, it's a spotlight on you. They sent people. And when you try to come up and you're going to sue this brand because you feel you didn't get this particular deal from this liquor thing, you didn't figure your proceeds.
People gotta, people around gotta know their job. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to be checking IDs. You gotta stick to your job. You can't be worried about what another person's role is.
Right.
You know, that's what it is, man. But we've been on past 2 hours, man.
It's a good live, man. It's a good live. This is a phenomenal live.
Great live, great informative, detailed live. You know, I appreciate you for rocking with me, holding it down today. You know, shout out to the best chat. I say y'all the best chat on YouTube because everybody's respectful, everybody's speaking, everybody engaging in conversation. I really appreciate what you all do in the chat. Most definitely. Tyra, what's going on? My boy Cornell, man, what's going on? You came in late, man. I wish you would have been here for the start of it, you know. But you got here, replay game. It's gonna be a lit one for y'all. And like I say, man, y'all like to donate to me, y'all can do so by Cash App or Super Chat, Super Thanks. If y'all got any information, y'all can send it to me at bigvileopinion88@gmail.com. Make sure y'all share this. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. If you didn't sub to the channel, make sure you sub to the channel, turn on that post notification bell, and let's keep this information coming out. We see that Kim Foxx, and there's a little tug of war going on between Kim Foxx prosecutor's office and bonjean law group, but we're gonna see who's gonna come out on top of that. Any closing remarks before we get ready to close this thing out?
No, that's it. That's it. I think I've said everything. Y'all hear it on the replay.
Already. So with that being said, man, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming over. Thanks for being here. Have a good Easter weekend. If you all don't believe in, the Easter weekend, have a good weekend in general. And until we meet again next time, may God be with y'all. Until we meet again, we out.
We out.